Function and function of a three-way catalytic converter. Since the release of the two-way catalytic converter in 1975, technology has evolved over the years. Converters these days are able to reduce the amounts of oxides of nitrogen, whereas before the two-way converter was unable to perform this task. The three-way catalytic converter is mounted on a vehicle as close to the engine as possible. This is because the converter requires heat to be able to function efficiently. The converter's internals are designed as a ceramic honeycomb structure and has active catalyst materials coated on the inside walls of thousands of channels that are inside the structure. The converter's job is to reduce the harmful emissions to much less harmful emissions by using chemical reactions. These harmful emissions include carbon monoxide, which is a colourless, odourless, tasteless gas that is less dense than air and is toxic to humans and animals. Next is hydrocarbons. It's unburnt fuel that's an organic compound. And finally, oxides of nitrogen, which produces photochemical smog. Once these exhaust gases pass through the catalytic converter, they are then changed into less harmful gases, becoming carbon dioxide, water and nitrogen. There are three different types of converters: two-way, three-way and NOx catalyst. A two-way catalyst has two stages, both being oxidation catalysts. They oxidise the carbon monoxide and hydrocarbons, but will not reduce oxides of nitrogen. The three-way catalyst has three stages, the first being a reduction stage, which reduces oxides of nitrogen, and the second and third stage are oxidation catalysts. The NOx catalyst is purely used to reduce oxides of nitrogen and is a separate device fitted to the exhaust system. It's mostly used on diesel engines. Let's take a look at the catalyst materials used in a three-way converter. The first section is the reduction stage and is made up of platinum and rhodium. And the second and third stage are made up of platinum and palladium. This is known as the oxidation stage. Now we'll take a look inside the catalytic converter. Once exhaust gases leave the engine, the carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons and oxides of nitrogen enter the catalytic converter. The oxides of nitrogen, known as NOx, are the first to get treated in the reduction stage. The nitrogen molecules carry with them oxygen molecules and come into contact with the active catalyst material. It's then converted into nitrogen and oxygen. The oxygen is stored within the converter. Carbon monoxide and hydrocarbons do not react in the reduction stage because the active catalyst material is different in the second stage, so they simply bypass the reduction stage and enter the oxidizing stage. From here, the carbon monoxide is converted into carbon dioxide and the hydrocarbons are converted into carbon dioxide and water once they've come into contact with the catalyst material. If too much carbon monoxide enters the oxidation stage and there is not enough oxygen available, the carbon monoxide uses the stored oxygen that's in the converter. This all happens at the same time with the reduction and oxidation stages. While all of this takes place, temperatures start to increase. This is because of the active catalyst materials within the converter become extremely hot after the reaction. The catalytic converter becomes hotter at the outlet. The inlet is much cooler. There is about a 30% temperature increase at the outlet. Once exhaust gases go through these chemical reaction stages, they're released into the atmosphere as less harmful gases. Failure of a catalytic converter can include the collapse of the honeycomb structure, creating a blockage in the exhaust system. Overheating of a catalytic converter can be caused by excess fuel entering the system, resulting in a meltdown. Any other material, such as coolant or engine oil, caused by leaks, can coat the catalyst material, which will prevent the device from performing its job. Symptoms of a failed converter can include exhaust rattles, poor engine performance, and hard to start, or in some cases, a no-start situation. A catalytic converter can fail in less than 12 seconds due to an engine misfire or overheating. It's important to make sure none of these symptoms exist before replacing the converter. If these faults are not dealt with, then the new converter will fail after a very short time. That's the construction and function of a three-way catalytic converter. As time goes on, emission systems will become more strict, and understanding the function of these converters will keep you ahead of the game when diagnosing. And remember, keeping up to date with technology is essential in today's automotive industry. Bye for now.